Hello learners, I'm teacher Sharon and this is Mathematics Form 2. I'm taking you through topic 2, which is reciprocals, and in this lesson we'll discuss reciprocals of numbers from mathematical tables. By the end of the lesson, you as a learner, you should be able to find the reciprocals of numbers using mathematical tables. So I'll be guiding you through reading the reciprocals of numbers from the reciprocal tables directly. Our first example, we are told to find the reciprocal of 2.456 using the reciprocal table. So we have our number is 2.456. We have to write this number in standard form, which will be 2.456 multiplied by 10 power 0 because the decimal point has not moved in any direction. So getting the reciprocal of this, we'll check the reciprocal of 2.456 from the table. Then we multiply by 1 because 10 raised to power 0 is 1. So to read this number, the reciprocal of this number from the table, we go to the column labeled X and we look for the number which will represent our first two digits, that is 2.4, and that number will mark our row. So we have the first two digits, that is 2.4, and it is here. So we proceed with that row until we reach a point where we have the row coinciding with the column labeled 5 because our next digit is 5. So the column labeled 5 is right here. Move downwards to see where it coincides with the row 2.4, and yes, this is our number. So our number is 4082, and we note that the first number after the column 2.4 is written as 0 point, so it means that even our number here should be written as 0.4082. Now our next digit after 5 is 6, so we proceed to the difference column, the column which is labeled 6 right here. We move downwards to see the number coinciding with the row 2.4, and yes, we have the number as 10. We are told to subtract, so you have to subtract these at the end right here. Subtract 10 and our reciprocal will be 2704.0. so this means that the reciprocal of 2.456 is 0.4072. Our next example, we are told to find the reciprocal of 45.8. So our number is 45.8. Again, we write it in standard form, and this becomes 4.58 multiplied by 10 power 1 because the decimal point has moved backwards once. So we get the reciprocal of this. So 4.58 raised to power negative 1 to mean reciprocal. Then 10 power 1 raised to power negative 1 to mean reciprocal will give us 10 power negative 1. That is by the law of indices. We take the powers and we multiply them. So we check the reciprocal of 4.58 from the table. The first two digits, 4.5, should be on the X column. So we have 4.5, which is right here. We are supposed to read through that row. We go to the column which is labeled 8. So we move a bit to see the column. The column is also labeled at the bottom of the table so that our work can be made easy. So this is our row, and the column labeled is 8. So the number coinciding with the column 8 is 21. You can see it is 2183. So it's supposed to be written as 0.2183. Then we multiply these by 10 power -1, which will give us 0.02183. This is 8. And that means that the reciprocal of 45.8 is equal to 0.02183. We go to our last example where we are told to find the reciprocal of 0.0236. So we have 0.0236. We write this number in standard form, which will be 2.36 multiplied by 10 power -2. This is because the decimal point has moved to the right twice, so we have -2, and we are getting the reciprocal of this number, so we raise by -1. So 2.36 raised to power -1 means reciprocal, multiplied by 2 raised to power -2 multiplied by -1 will give us 10 raised to power 2 positive. So we read the reciprocal of 2.36 from our table, and the first two digits we have 2.3. On the X column we'll have 2.3. So this is 2.3. Let's enlarge our table a bit. We have 2.3. Then we move with that row to a point where it coincides with the column labeled 6. We can check. Then to the column labeled 6, we move downwards to coincide with the row labeled 2.3, and the number is 4237. The first number is written as 0 point, so even our number should be written as 0.4237. So we have the number as 0.4237. This number is supposed to be multiplied by 10 power 2. So multiply this by 10 power 2 and it becomes 42.37. And this implies that the reciprocal of our number, which is 0.02183, 236 is given as 42.37. That is the end of this lesson. Thank you for your time.